the show where we showcase ambitious youth and the community partners who work with them. And today we are going to take another look at music. We showcase music a lot on this show, I know, but I love music. But we are going to look at the High Rendition Jazz Band. Now, I thought that young people would be into rock and roll, or they'd be into some kind of R&B or something like that. But no, they're into jazz. I am finding out that young people are into jazz, and I think it's great. We stopped by the High Rendition Jazz Band. They are a band that plays within the Halton area here. They're very accomplished. They play at Canada Day festivals. They play at special events. They have a concert series that goes through the summer months. And we found out how these young people got into it, who's leading them, and how you can be involved too. So we're going to start off talking to a couple young people about their experience in the band, how long they've been there, and what they like about playing jazz. Okay. All right, so I have Nathan Wong here. How are we doing today, Nathan?
Okay, I guess.
Good. So what's your instrument?
I play tenor sax.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long have you been playing that?
5 years, I think, at this point.
Okay. What got you into jazz? Jazz is not something. Was it your dad's love for jazz?
I don't know. My dad doesn't like jazz.
Oh, is it right?
I honestly don't know. I think I heard a recording of a band called Snarky Puppy,
Okay.
and they played a song called Lingus, and in it there's like the most insane organ solo ever because it has this like insane build up. It's probably that.
I can tell you, your dad was tapping his foot. So if he tells you he doesn't like jazz, he's lying to you. Okay, so he likes jazz. So how long have you been playing with the group here?
It was my first year.
Your first year. Oh, you sounded great, man. So how many hours would you practice a week?
On a good week, probably around like 6.
So you play every day?
Not right now, but normally. Right now, it's exam season. You know.
Right. And when you at where you go to school, are you in a different music group when you're there? Like, are you in different bands?
Oh, yeah. I'm in like our wind ensemble thing. Yeah.
So you think this might be a career choice for you?
I have no clue. Too early, man.
That's all right. You don't have to have it all figured out now. It's actually
enjoying my teenhood right
yeah.
now, you know?
So you were did you know these guys before you started the group, or is this just something?
No, not at all.
Here now?
Not at all.
Pretty welcoming group, though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So do you become friends with them outside of the band here?
A little.
Yeah.
Kinda, not really.
What happens if you mess up when you're supposed to be playing a note?
You just hope no one notices.
That's the best
See,
way
you
to
didn't
do it.
notice I messed up.
I wouldn't know if you messed up or not. I mean, I'm a visual artist, not a musician. So.
Exactly. So.
Well, you sounded great. Thanks very much for talking with me, man. And good luck with the rest of the band. All right, so I've got Ethan Smith here. And Ethan, so what's the instrument that you play?
I play the bass trombone.
Bass trombone. How long have you been playing that?
I've been playing normal trombone about 6 years, bass trombone 4.
So what got you into that? Because I'm from the 70s, rock guitars, lots of drums. What got you into bass trombone?
The school really requires us to play an instrument, so I started back in grade 7, loved it, so I continued taking it in high school and just haven't stopped.
So you play, I would assume, the lower parts. I'm not a musician, so excuse me if I don't know all the terminology. You probably play the lower parts. Do you find that it's satisfying being?
Yeah, I absolutely love it. It's got such a great sound to it, and it just kind of sets the bass line for everything. So
you're like a defenseman on a hockey team. You set up all the plays, and the rest of them go.
Absolutely, I actually play defense, so that works very well.
So you know what I'm talking about. That was my position too. So you think you guys got some big concerts this? Do you get nervous before you go into concerts?
No, not really. I've done so many of them at this point and we usually do the same gigs every year, so you start seeing familiar venues, familiar areas, and it's great to be part of.
Do you get on each other's back if you know somebody screwed up when they shouldn't have?
Only if it's something that we know they've done before. If it's something that they've hit every single time and then buff it in the middle of a concert, we'll give them a little grief for that. But
very cool, very cool. So now we're in the heart of it. We are with Carmen Gassi of the High Rendition Jazz Club. You can hear them rehearsing behind us. So tell us how long you've been with the club.
I've been with the group for about 6 years, I believe. Music director, and I choose the music, rehearse the group, and do the concerts. Yeah.
And have you been a jazz performer your whole life? How did you get into it?
Well, I'm actually more of a classical player.
Okay.
I play an orchestra, but I did do a lot of jazz when I was in university and shortly after. And I still do a lot of shows in local theaters and theaters in the area. So I'm quite familiar with the genre, but as far as my professional playing goes, it's actually orchestral playing. But this has been fun.
You've got a lot of young people here. How do they get involved with the jazz?
Well, the group has actually established quite a reputation in the area, and we've done that mainly through playing our public shows either at Rib Fests or Jazz Fests, participation in the jazz competitions at Humber, and so we've kind of become well known throughout the high schools, and kids can audition. You do the audition. If the audition goes well and we have openings in those areas, you're in.